Hello, friends, spiritual travelers. Welcome to a Mystic Owl Pick a Card reading. I am Mystic Owl, or Nathan. Today's Pick a Card theme is your soul's growth. It's all about what lessons and experiences that you will have in this lifetime in order to grow and expand. We have 5 piles today. Pile 1 with the malachite. Pile 2 with the tiger's eye. Pile 3 with the green aventurine rod. Pile 4 with the clear quartz seer stone. And pile 5 with the harlequin jasper, the heart. So as per usual, please use your intuition to pick a card and pick a pile. Remember, this is a timeless reading, so when you come across this reading, it's the time that you're meant to get this message. It's also a general reading, so, please don't take it too seriously. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. And let's begin with pile 1. Hello, pile 1, with the beautiful malachite stone. I love the swirls in this gem. It's so pretty. Lovely. Green related to your heart chakra. Something associated with love or sharing gifts with the rest of the world. But let's find out what lessons you'll be learning in this life for your soul's growth. Pile 1 by looking at your oracle cards. Well, your first card is number 16. Personal boundaries, choice, assertiveness, empowerment, and authenticity. Well, that says a lot right there, I think. You have the orange dragon. Bring soul families and communities together. Nice. Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. Beautiful. You have number 24, and heal thyself. You have the card, the courageous peony. I think it's pronounced peony. I'm not sure. Might be peony. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. And you have the card, trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. That's always a beautiful sentiment, I think. To not stress too much about needing to do things right away. That's something that I'm learning in this life. Learning to not worry too much. Yes, pile 1, what I see is a group that's learning authenticity to start with the personal boundaries card, authenticity. But also a group that's learning to let their guard down, to open up to people. This is a group that in a way is learning to slowly love themselves and allow others to love them and love back. The reason I say this for you, pile 1, is because I see that you've probably been through some hardships in the earlier part of your life. I see a group that maybe has some mental health issues and that has possibly been subject to a lot of trials and tribulations in your earlier life, and it's really affected your self-esteem, I sense. But you're slowly learning to overcome that, to let go of the pain from your past, to forgive those challenges of the past, and to look into the future knowing that they don't dictate who you are anymore, that you are not bound by the past, that you actually have some gifts to offer the world. It says here with the courageous peony, unique nature, let yourself be seen. You're starting slowly to let go of those pains or those negative self-beliefs that you had from the past, and to actually like learn to love and trust yourself, and to really believe that you have something to offer the rest of the world with the malachite stone here. Learning to love yourself and to love others and allow others to love you back. But this is something that is a life lesson for you, pile one. I guess the more that you work on yourself, and the more that you like spend time the more that you spend time addressing those pains of the past, doing the shadow work in a way, actually allowing the grief to sort of sit there and to feel it and to transmute from your body. You're also starting to learn what gifts and talents that you have. And I see a group that's also becoming more confident too. Another thing that you are learning in this life, pile one, is confidence and I guess self-empowerment, really starting to believe in yourself. With the personal boundaries card here, it says, well, empowerment, assertiveness. But you also have the orange dragon here, spread your belongings, warmth and oneness. Bring people together everywhere. And let yourself be seen in the courage peony card. Over time, by doing this healing and allowing the pains from the past to be released from your aura, from your psyche, you're actually starting to now replace that energy with like self-belief and confidence that you have something to offer this world, which is really beautiful, pile one. So you're also learning self-confidence and self-belief. It says here, multifaceted, pile one. You have a lot of talents and gifts that you're supposed to share, but part of your lesson in life is to actually like get the confidence to put yourself out into the world and to share these gifts with people. You're learning to love yourself, pile one, but you're also learning that not only can you love yourself and be loved and allow others to love you back, to break down those barriers that you've had up from your childhood and your past, but you actually really have things to offer the world, that you're here for a reason and that you have gifts to share. But I sense that this is a lesson that you will continue to learn throughout life, and that your self-belief and confidence will get stronger and stronger, and that the rewards in your life will get bigger and better the more that you work on yourself and learn to break down those walls, pile one, and allow others in. On that, let's get some further insight and wisdom about what you're learning this lifetime from the tarot deck. I want to get an idea about what talents you have, pile one. I see a group that I get like strong Leo vibes here. A group that's very warm and loving. It says here with orange dragon, orange related to like the lion or Leo, along with the personal boundaries card and the yellow related to your solar plexus chakra and the sun. Leo being ruled by the sun. I get like strong Leo vibes. Multifaceted and talented. Someone that's supposed to be very warm, loving, but confident and courageous and stand in your power and to share your gifts with the world. You may have strong Leo placements in your chart. Your North Node may be in Leo. Potentially your 10th house is ruled by Leo. Or Leo is in your 10th house, I should say. I see a lot of Cancerian vibes here too, with the orange dragon. Bring soul families and communities together, along with the card of heal thyself. Cancerians are very loving and gentle, like to provide for the needs of other people. What talents do you have to share to the world, pile one? I'm also picking up on like strong Virgo vibes too. With trust in the timing and working through these things very diligently throughout the rest of your life. Being of service and sharing your warmth and love with other people. Virgos are very dedicated to providing for the needs of other people. And your two tarot cards are the Five of Cups in reverse And also the 9. The 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay. These two cards really touch on you slowly starting to overcome those negative self-beliefs that you may have had in your past. Walking away from things that don't serve you. Starting to learn the lessons of life about what is good for you and what is not. But also, with the nine of Swords in reverse indicates to me that you've actually started to overcome these challenges, that you've left that behind, and that you're coming into a place of self-confidence and self-belief and being very courageous and about what you can offer to people. So you're learning your lessons, Pile 1. I see that already. You're learning to believe in yourself and that you do have something of worth to offer to other people. In terms of your talents, Pile 1, I do see a group that probably is very empathic or very sensitive anyway. With the water in the 5 of Cups in reverse, and also the fact that you've been through a lot of anguish and grief in your past, I sense that you probably have a very strong nurturing and sympathetic side. So one of your talents may be like really caring for other people that are going through pain and suffering, because you really understand it at a very deep and real level. You have a lot of love to give with the Malachite here. You operate from your heart chakra and really show yourself off. You're very authentic. You're learning authenticity also, Pile 1. And the need to always be yourself and to show that loving, compassionate side of you. You've broken down those walls and you're letting people in. That's all I have for you, Pile 1. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's move on to Pile 2. Hello, Pile 2 with the Tiger's Eye. I love this stone. I love all the striations. Reminds me of someone that's very multifaceted, like many layers, like an onion. You're very deep, Pile 2. There's a lot to you. I am picking up on a vibe of someone that's probably comes across as being very complex. Like there's you're always thinking, or you're always sort of plotting and trying to understand the deeper meaning of things. A very deep person too. That's probably very emotional. There's a lot of experiences things very, very deeply. Lots of layers to you. Anyway, moving on. Let's find out what lessons you're learning in this life, what your soul growth is through your lessons from your oracle cards. Your first card is the Rose Pink Dragon. I love this card. Prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Lovely. Open your heart to the warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. Beautiful. And it kind of resonates with what I was saying about feeling things very, very deeply. You have number 30 and practical intuition. Lovely. You have number 44 and presence, awareness, attention, reality, and connection. Oh, you have the card of double mission, light worker, starseed. Serve the world by being you. Okay. And you have cracked open. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. All right, pile 2. My light workers or star seeds. I hope that resonates with you. I see a group here that is here to help heal the world and make it a better place. I probably shouldn't continue the lyrics to that song. But what I do see is a group that is here to just experience the whole gambit of like emotional experiences, to be put through a lot of like ups and downs in this life, to really like open your heart up and be able to feel the full array or spectrum of human emotions and experiences in life. You're here to actually learn to love and to like share love with the rest of the world and to help heal the world as we move into a higher vibration. We're here to help lift humanity into the age of Aquarius, where we all operate from that fifth dimensional heart space where we follow our passions and creativity. I do speak about this regularly in my readings, but the lessons that you are learning in life, pile 2, is to basically be open to every experience and to like love yourself and others throughout that anyway. You will have a lot of ups and downs. I do see a group that potentially will have like a massive tower moment and hit rock bottom, or will feel as if their world is like crumbling around you. But it's basically when the universe is calling for you to change your path, to come into your own authentic self, and to start to realize that you have a mission here, which is all about like sharing love and compassion with the rest of the world. You will learn, I sense, pile 2, through what I would consider to be a dark night of a soul experience, that some things just in your life experiences you're not supposed to continue on with, that there's things that you need to let go of. And I'm speaking through experience here, through having to learn to let go of I guess certain addictions or bad habits that weren't serving me. And it was really, really hard. It was hard to sort of move on from those things, because when you've been doing them for a very long time and you shut yourself off from reality in the world, they become like a limb to you. It's something that is part of who you are. You really see them as like an extra limb that you need to let go of and cut off. But just know that it's for the greater good, and that there's so much light and happiness once you move through this dark night of the soul and actually move on from what's holding you back, because you're here to really like tap into some amazing, beautiful energy, which is all about love and sharing love with the rest of the world. You're supposed to just enjoy every moment in life, pile 2, even the dark times when you hit rock bottom and go through the dark night of the soul. You will see in time that those experiences have like allowed you to open your heart to so much more. The darker that you go, the more space you have to hold the light and to hold the light for other people. This is also a group that's learning to like really come into their own strong sort of spiritual gifts. I see a group that is probably, I do see a group that I would consider to be a starseed or a light worker that has some very sort of divine gifts that you can share with the world. You can use them for your own benefit too, but you're here to share these with the rest of the world, pile 2, so that you can help and come into their own authenticity also. So you are learning the power of love, pile 2, so that you can share that with others and sort of integrate it into other people. But also just to enjoy each and every experience in life, and to understand that even the hard times are lessons that we can like grow from, and that those experiences have their own beauty also. But also, pile 2, you're learning that there's beauty in each and every experience, even the hard times. There's lessons to be learned from that, and that life is all about just being present and enjoying each and every experience in each and every moment. You're learning to come into your own authenticity and to share love and radiate love and compassion with the rest of the world, so that other people can learn from you and start to believe in themselves and start to operate from that fifth dimensional heart space also. I'm drawn so much to the violet, the purple, the pinks in these cards here. You're starting to come into alignment and really start to come into your own and to know who you are. to believe in who you are as a person and to know that you have certain gifts that you can share. Like the card of cracking open, your authentic self is starting to shine out. Beautiful pile two. All right, let's get some further messages about why you're here and what lessons you're learning from the tarot deck. Wow, that just jumped out of the deck. And there's nothing in particular that you need to do, really, pile two. It's just about you learning to, like, cut out the things that aren't serving you, to try and make the right decisions, but to just radiate that natural, beautiful, loving essence to the people around you and know that that's enough. You can essentially do whatever you want in life. There's no particular path that you need to go down. As long as you're enjoying yourself and as long as you're, like, being authentic and just having fun. Yes, of course. So the two cards that you got, pile two, the first card was the Sun in reverse, which I really see as a beautiful reiteration about you starting to, like, emerge and overcoming these challenges. You've been in the dark and you're starting to, like, open yourself up, like the cracked open card, allowing your authentic, loving human being to start radiating joy and happiness to the rest of the world. But you also have the Hierophant, who is the archetype of, like, believing in something bigger and starting to become really disciplined in that belief system. And really is in control of your own desires. You know who you are and what you want, but you are also here to serve something bigger and to serve humanity by sharing your love and turning the Sun card in the upright position to radiate from the heart space and to just be kind and compassionate to everyone around you and to make sure that you're just having a lot of fun, but to be disciplined in your approach to life in terms of, like, letting go of those things that aren't serving you and always serving humanity and the universe. Which is a really, really beautiful lesson to learn, I think, pile two. You're just here to have fun and to spread joy and wonder. So your soul growth is all about learning to love and to allow others to love you back. That's all I have for you, pile two. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's move on to pile three. Hello, pile three. With the beautiful green aventurine spear. There's a nice little split through it. Thank you to the girls at 78 stars for sending it on. And you see a group that's learning to, like, find their North Node or to really learn some discipline in life for direction. But anyway, moving on from that, let's find out what life lessons your soul wanted to encounter for your own soul growth by looking at your oracle cards, pile three. You have the breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. You have the card of earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Interesting. You have the card of seeing, number 37. Perspective, truth, knowledge and clarity. Oh, you have the card number 17 and clarity. Interesting. And you also have the black dragon from Saturn. Brings your wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself, you have passed a test. Nice. Well, straight away for you, pile 3. I just want to say that if you were deliberating between pile 2 and pile 3, there might be something there for you in pile 2 also. And the reason I say that is because you've got the card here of Earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So this is a group that probably has some previous lives or previous placements in some other star systems that you're here to experience what it is to be human, just for your own soul's growth, which is what this reading is all about. So you've chosen to incarnate in this life as a human being to understand what it feels like to be in the 3D realm, to experience all of those senses: taste, touch, smell, sound, and sight. Finally got there, pile 3, and sight. So you've come in to experience what it's like to be human, and to be, I guess, restricted by the 3D realm, to experience the law of attraction in the 3D realm, and realize that with the black dragon from Saturn here, focus on your ultimate vision, that things sort of work really slowly in reality in the 3D, that it takes time to manifest things. So part of your soul growth and what lessons you're learning here, pile 3, is to actually understand what it's like to have to wait for certain things, to be patient with the breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. This card's all about someone that is very controlling, that has the need to want things straight away, or to know what's next in a certain path, to always control each step of an outcome, and ultimately to want to know what the outcome will be. But you're being really called to let go and surrender the need to control every step of the process. Your soul wanted to incarnate in this life to understand what it's like to be bound by the restrictions of the 3D. And I sense that you have forgotten what that's like, coming from a different star system. I love that the stars are here in the moon tapestry also. That you've forgotten what it's like to not have things manifest instantaneously from other star systems like the Pleiades, or I think Arcturus, where the law of attraction is almost instantaneous. It's very hard for you to understand what it's like to not get your needs met right here and now. So something that you are learning is to basically work hard on your goals, to set intentions, and to realize what it's like to be human, to earth those visions that you have, with both cards here, seeing and clarity, to earth the greater vision that you have with the breath of the cosmos, and learn to work hard to achieve your goals. It says here you have passed a test. So this is something that you can and will achieve in this life, pile 3. Anything that you put your mind to and set your intentions to, with your clear visions and manifestation abilities, you're able to set the intentions and then work hard to it. So it may be quite challenging for you to do that, or to overcome the need to want to know every step of the outcome or what's going to happen, basically. But the lesson for you is to learn patience and to actually persevere. You're here to learn to persevere towards a certain goal, and to actually know that the journey is part of the reward also. This is a fun experience for your soul. It's like a new game that you've downloaded yourself into, basically. And you're learning the rules of the game very slowly by experiencing things and working out how the law of attraction works in the 3D realm. So just have fun in this life. With the card of seeing, perspective, truth, knowledge, and clarity, along with the card of clarity, there's a strong indication of some spiritual gifts here, which really isn't surprising if you've come from a different sort of star realm. You've incarnated with some spiritual gifts. You're also awakening to those gifts as you get older and start to follow the rules of the game here, I see, pile 3. So the more work that you do and the more that you surrender to actually playing by the rules of this 3D realm, by working hard, by being committed, by persevering, by letting go of the things that don't serve you, you're starting to come into your own. You're becoming more authentic and having a deeper understanding about what gifts that you have to share to the world. I do see a group that potentially has some strong claircognizance and some strong clairvoyant gifts. So you have the ability to like start to see into the future, or start to have a deeper understanding about what is going to happen, the more that you learn to apply yourself by applying discipline and hard work, and starting to have fun with that a little bit more. By earthing your visions and working hard to manifesting your goals and dreams. But just to reiterate, there's a need for you in this life. One of your life lessons and for your soul's evolution and growth is to like learn to let go of the need to control. And by doing so, you're actually coming into your own and your gifts are opening up to you. Remembering that Saturn is the planet of restrictions and of discipline. So you're learning to like follow the rules of the game. And also to remember to have fun in this 3D world, because your soul wanted to experience these things, like the 5 senses, what it's like to be restricted, to have to wait for things. Like this is something that is exciting and new for your soul's evolution. On that, pile 3, let's get some further messages about what you're learning and what your soul's growth wants in this life from the tarot. But you've passed the test, or you will pass the test. Just have faith in that, pile 3. You're being strongly guided, I sense, by your star family, your ancestors, and your spirit guides are here sort of supporting you on this journey, like encouraging you to keep working and to overcome any challenges that you may have. Just remember to be easy on yourself too, because this is very new for you. I sense that this may be your first incarnation on Earth, or potentially one of only a few. So it's not easy for you to have to wait for your manifestations. It's not easy for you to be bound by certain restrictions. And just know that you are awakening slowly to like your deeper knowledge, deeper inner knowings of who you are and why you're here. And also coming into your own with your spiritual gifts too. Ooh, okay. Talking of lessons, pile 3, your 2 cards that came out are the Judgment in reverse, which is really not surprising. You're now being called, pile 3, to step into your own power and to really surrender those things that aren't serving you. I know that's a bit of a cliche that we say in tarot all the time. And what does that mean? It's all about like getting rid of those things that you're attached to that are no good for you, that you know that you shouldn't be doing anymore, or following and being a lot more disciplined in the things that you should be doing, basically. Like if you've become attached to some of the real... If you become attached, pile 3, to some of the earthly pleasures, like fast food, or lots of sex addiction, potentially, drug and alcohol, anything like that, certain things that you know are no good for you anymore and you need to get rid of, or certain patterns that are no good for you either, like being down on yourself and being quite negative or harsh, or maybe judging other people, potentially. It's time for you to let go of those things. The universe is calling for you to step into your own authenticity and to actually like understand why you're here, that you're here to actually like grow and evolve, and those things are just part of the test. Basically, you are supposed to pass this test and move on from these things. And your next card is the Chariot. You have the Chariot card here, indicating rapid evolution and growth once you actually learn to move on from your attachments, basically. You have a higher calling. You're here to help, I sense, guide people through the awakening of the age of Aquarius, also like pile 2. But to do that, first you need to like really start to become more disciplined in your approach and to let go of any sort of attachments to the earthly realm, knowing that you're supposed to have fun also, but also accepting that your life will get a lot easier and better once you start becoming more disciplined in your approach to your work life, to what you want to leave as your legacy in this world. So the lessons that you're learning in this life, pile 3, are to try not to get too caught up in like stressing about manifestations, and to know that it won't be easy, that you're meant to wait and be disciplined and to be patient. B, to let go of the need to control every step of the outcome, and know that you are being supported, that your team is here supporting you through this, and it's supposed to be hard sometimes. And 3, to actually just have fun and enjoy yourself, but 4, maybe not to like have too much fun and to heed that higher calling when it's time to move on and actually like fulfill your mission. That's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's move on to pile 4. Hello, pile 4, with the clear quartz seer stone. This is usually used to clear quartz, I guess, helps enhance the power of other stones. It's good for scrying with, or to getting like a deeper understanding about what's coming for you. Yeah, I think you're just, in a way, starting to learn who you are and what your values are. But let's get a further idea about what major life lessons you'll be learning in this life on Earth for your soul's growth and evolution by looking at your oracle cards. Your first card is number 23 in the big picture. You have the physical health card, number 5, vitality, strength, body image, and balance. But before we move on, I just want to show you something that I've just seen just then, and it's really quite amazing. Is that the woman depicted in this card looks almost identical. I hope you could see that there. Her face, and especially her ears, I noticed as I was putting them down, she looks almost identical. This is only for a few of you, but potentially some of you have identical twins, or maybe a twin. And I sense that your life path, or the lessons that you're learning in this life, is sort of caught up somehow with your twin or your counterpart. You may have a twin flame journey in this life. You're meant to meet someone that will help sort of guide you through your life lessons, and vice versa. Your mission in life will be to meet your twin flame, or that person that will help you like achieve your goals in this life, and that you can sort of be the backup also and support to achieving their goals. But that will only resonate with a few of you. Take what resonates. Your next card is the Golden Star Solar Dragon. Helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. Lovely. You've got the love card. You've got the love. Hedarian energy, codependency, boundaries. Interesting. So there's a woman and a man there. And you have the Earth School card, life lessons, soul growth, study and higher learning. That's a nice synchronicity in a soul growth life lessons reading. You're here to learn life lessons and to allow your soul to grow and expand, which we already knew because that's what the reading's about, pile 4. What am picking up on, Pile 4, is a group that potentially may have like a twin flame, or you may have an identical twin, or you may be of like a group of very close siblings or something. There's somebody else in this reading. I'm picking up on an energy of you meeting somebody else, or potentially like having to give yourself over to someone else so that you can both support each other on your own journey in life and support yourself through a lot of your Earth School life lessons. So in your journey, Pile 4, you might meet someone that instantly sparks a chord within you, and that doesn't necessarily have to be a twin flame. It may just be a soulmate, someone that you meet that you resonate with at a very deep soul level, that I think will support you through a certain challenge or through a certain life lesson. It may be someone that you will be with for your entire life. It could be your twin flame or your divine counterpart, the person that you're supposed to share your life with, or it may just be a friend or somebody that you've connected with at a deeper soul level that will help you through a certain challenge or lesson in life. So just take what resonates with you there. With the card of codependency, and you've got the love. Along with the two women that look almost identical here to me, I just sense that you'll find or meet someone that is kind of like your soul's mirror image, that you feel so close with and you resonate so highly with. And just know instantly that this person means so much more to you than most people that you meet walking down the street day to day. And that they're here to guide you through a certain lesson, or to help you learn something that maybe you've been stuck on, or that you have not managed to learn in a previous life. You may have brought in some karma into this life, Pile 4, and there's a certain lesson that you need to learn and overcome. And what I'm picking up on is that lesson is all about you really like starting to stand up for your own needs. So this person may support you in terms of overcoming some self-worth issues, or they may actually even hurt you or leave you or cause you some pain in some way that actually forces you to learn to love yourself and to support yourself. But there's definitely some sort of karmic lesson here related to somebody else that you will resonate with at a deeper soul level, that mirrors your soul to some degree, that will either help you through a certain lesson, or that will, I guess, trigger a certain lesson for you to overcome. But with the physical health card here, along with the card of Golden Solar Dragon, and it says here, become an inspired leader. This is all about you learning to be your own cheerleader, Pile 4, to stand in that divine masculine power, and to be your own leader, to live your own life, and to learn to like overcome any sort of self-worth issues or challenges that you may have had in the past. I am also seeing for you, Pile 4, the part of your life lesson is to learn to sort of balance out the divine masculine and feminine in this life, and that may be where this karmic sort of like loop comes into play, where you will be triggered into a certain lesson by somebody else that you meet. Or they may be your divine counterpart, potentially, that will help guide you through learning to be more empowered and to balance out both your divine masculine and divine feminine. And the reason I say that is because you've got two women here that look identical in the physical health and the big picture card. But the Golden Solar Dragon indicates that helps you stand in your masculine power. Along with both a woman and a man in the You've Got the Love card. It's about you like coming into your own and learning to like believe in yourself, and to starting to believe in yourself, and to stand up for your own beliefs, and to get what you want, and to work hard to achieving your own goals, but also to be very soft and affectionate and loving and giving from that divine feminine energy of like being very passive and allowing things to come to you also. This is a group that I sense will be learning a lot of like different lessons in this life. And I know that that's obvious. We all learn a lot of lessons in every life, but you're here basically just to experience a lot of different things. And I sense that part of it for you is to learn what love is, and to experience like being with a soulmate, or to actually being hurt by people too. Having somebody really like rip your heart apart and learning to heal from that. It's just another like life lesson that we all go through at some point. But learning to overcome that and to like stand in your own power and to know that you can love yourself, and that I guess your heart will open up even more, and that overcoming the pain and suffering that you may have experienced through a heartbreak or grief or things not working out for you just allows you to have so much more love and kindness and compassion for other people that are experiencing this. To see the bigger picture and to not get caught up in each and every like heartbreak and trial and tribulation, to understand that everything is actually for your soul's growth, that every experience in life is making you a stronger and better person at a very deep soul level. Moving on from that, pile 4, let's get some further messages about what lessons you're learning in this life and what soul growth you're having from the tarot deck. There's some very strong synchronicities here though too, with the two women that look almost identical to me. And the fact that you got the Earth School card, which is all about life lessons, soul growth. I sense that you are supported and guided through this life too. Not only do you have people in this life that will help you through certain challenges, and I sense at least one specific person that will have a massive impact or will trigger this like a certain challenge in your life for you to overcome. But I see a group that's really strongly supported by their angels too, because you're supposed to stand in your own power and know how strong you are. With the card of physical health, even though it's a woman, and the golden solar dragon cards both indicate to me that you are supposed to be very strong and be a leader and to help guide other people through certain challenges also. To have a deeper understanding with the big picture card about what some experiences are for and to learn from them so that you can help guide other people. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Oh, that's insane, powerful. I've got severe shivers and tingles from this. So the first card that came out for you was the Judgment in reverse. And I was just talking about a higher calling and need to overcome certain challenges. And the next card that you have is the Chariot in the upright position, which is really amazing because these are the exact same two cards that came out for pile 3, both in the same position. So the Judgment in reverse came out and the Chariot in the upright position came out for pile 3 too. Who also had similar messages about like learning to overcome certain challenges in this world so that they can help other people. You have a higher calling, pile 3, and there's a need for you to like come into your own and to learn how strong you are and to stand in your own power so that you can help other people that are experiencing similar challenges overcome those challenges, to guide people through with your strong empathy, like the star sign of Cancer associated with the Chariot card, with your strong empathy and compassion, to see the bigger picture of each and every lesson that you go through in life and understand that it's all for your soul's growth, that there's a deeper meaning and a deeper understanding for each and every experience, whether it be happy, sad, trialing, easy, challenging. Each and every experience in life has a meaning, and it's all for our own soul's growth. So you're being called by the universe to step into your power and start help guiding people to overcome certain challenges also. Part of your life lesson is to learn how powerful you are, to experience as much as you can in this life, and to stand in your own power, balancing out your divine masculine and feminine so that you can be the most authentic, genuine individual that can help guide other people on their journey. What a beautiful lesson for you, pile 4. I hope that resonated with you. I'm still amazed by these two cards both coming out that are identical to pile 3. So please go back to pile 3 if you are deliberating about that also. But yes, I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe. And let's move on to pile 5. Hello, Pile 5 with the beautiful Harlequin Jasper heart. Let's get an idea about what life lessons you are learning, what your soul yearns to learn in order to grow in this lifetime, by starting with your oracle cards. Your first card. Ooh, it's a card of choice, number 17. Free will, courage, willpower, and change. You have Thor's red, black, and gold dragon. Protects you in times of change. Interesting. A time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax, you are safe. You have number 20 and go with the flow. You actually got 3 Starseed Oracle cards, pile 5, which was unintentional. But we'll see what they are anyway. The other pile's only got 2, so you got a bonus card. You have called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Okay. You have portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wildcards. And your final card is karmic relationships. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth. Huh. There you go. Soul growth in a soul growth reading, and conflict. What I see for you, pile 5, is a group that's learning to, I guess, surrender and have faith in something much bigger than yourself through constant challenges and trials in this life. And I'm not saying for you, pile 5, that it's all super bad. Life will be fun for you too. But I do see a group that will be subject to a lot of massive or rapid changes in life. So you've got the card here of Thor's red, black, and gold dragon. It says here, protect you in times of change. Relax, you are safe, which is good to know. But you also have the word change in the choices card. I also see here with the portal card, doors are opening, you decide. So you're going to be subject to a lot of like major life changes and the need to make big life decisions in this lifetime. And I know that sounds pretty obvious because we all do experience like massive life changes and decisions. But I see a group that's going to like be subject to it probably more often than most people, or feel as if these decisions are really sort of really impactful, not only for yourself, but for other people too. But I also see a group that is here for a reason. You have a mission, I sense, on this earth, and we're not going to get too much into that mission. I've done some life path readings in the past, pile 5, so I'll put a link to that in my video down below. Have a look at the description box if you want some further information about what your life mission could be. We're not going to get too much into it in this reading, but I do sense that you're here for a reason and that you've been practicing in previous lifetimes how to sort of progress in this life and to learn to make the right decisions. So you will be subject in this lifetime, pile 5, to the need to make a lot of big changes in your life and to make a lot of big decisions based on the experiences that you've gained and in your wisdom and intuition up until the need to make every change in this life. And you're essentially learning your own values, what serves you, what for you is right and wrong, what is just for you and what is not, what you hold in high esteem. You're learning your own values and what you believe in, basically, through constant changes and the decisions that you make in this lifetime. And essentially, you're learning in this lifetime, Pile 5, through these challenges, through these massive changes and the choices that you make, who you are as a person and what you have to offer in this life, and then getting onto it, basically, and serving your mission. This is definitely a group that has a spiritual calling. It says here, well, with the call card, call, soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. Along with the card of go with the flow, and the portal card indicating to me that you have some talents that you're meant to share with the world, and that you are learning about these talents through certain experiences and changes in life. You're starting to learn more about who you are and how strong you are, Pile 5, and trusting in your own intuition to really make the right decisions based on the experiences that you've been through. We all learn from making the wrong decisions, basically. So failing or making the wrong decision is only a lesson in life for us to learn not to do or make those same mistakes again. And I see that you are really starting to learn who you are and how strong you are. You're honing in on your special gifts and your mission through experiencing a lot of big changes, a lot of tower moments, and also through the need of making a lot of big decisions that impact yourself and other people. And then when you tune into your intuition and start to learn from these lessons and learn to go with the flow and surrender to this calling, that your life's going to get a lot better, I sense. Your life will become a lot easier. You'll start to have a lot more faith in yourself and faith in your mission. Things will start falling into place for you, Pile 5. And I sense that the anguish that maybe you have through having to make a lot of decisions, this is a group that I sense probably feels a lot of anguish about having to make major decisions. You'll start to have a lot more empowerment and belief in your own abilities and your decision-making processes, and knowing that you are doing the right thing. I do see a group that probably has some star guides or some some ancestors that are here protecting you and sort of guiding you through this life too. They won't be making the decisions for you, but they will be sort of protecting you from any real harsh or negative consequences. It's just about you learning through making the wrong decisions, basically, which we all do. But once again for you, Pile 5, just to reiterate, through making these decisions, doors are opening for you. You're being offered more and more opportunities as you learn from the mistakes and through all of these rapid changes that you'll be experiencing in your past. So there are some positives definitely in this reading. I sense that as you get older and start to believe in your own abilities and who you are as a person, your life will start getting easier and will be a lot more fun and free. Moving on, Pile 5, let's get some further messages about what lessons you'll be learning in this life for your soul's growth from the tarot cards. Yeah, I do sense that making decisions isn't easy for you with the card of Portal here. And it's not clear what's on the other side of that door. Along with the card of Choice and the woman sort of deliberating which path to go down. Decisions haven't always been easy for you, and because of it, I sense it's like a karmic lesson of having to face making decisions quite regularly. You're also learning to have more faith in your own abilities and to have more belief in your willpower, Pile 5. That's another lesson that I see for you, is to see how strong you are and to actually overcome the fear of making decisions and the fear of change. And to just know that you are protected, that once you go with the flow, things will start really falling into place for you. Your two tarot cards, lovely. Your two tarot cards, Pile 2, are the Page of Wands in reverse. And you also have the World card here. Like the man and the karmic relationships card looking down at the world, the earth. I really see from that, it's just a reiteration of what I was saying, basically. The Page of Wands in the upright position is a very sort of spiritually inclined, but he started like a spiritual journey, and he trusts in his intuition that he's going to be guided on these rocks, basically. He'll follow each stepping stone to his destination. But when the Page of Wands is in reverse, I sense that you really struggle with surrendering. Part of your life lesson is to learn to surrender and to let go and to trust in something bigger, Pile 5. And to know that you are protected, and that when you do that and start to sort of make the right decisions and learn to believe in yourself and to trust that you can learn from those mistakes in the past, that you're leading yourself into the world of ultimate like completion and satisfaction, of having everything that you desire, basically. It is your time in this life, Pile 5, to follow those breadcrumbs, to trust in your intuition, to make the right decisions and to learn from your mistakes in the past, so that you can start to embody the lesson of the World card, which is all about completion and satisfaction, having ultimate fulfillment, and knowing that you've learned from your mistakes and actually like enjoying the rewards from your labor. You're coming into your own, and you're going to start to feel successful and happy, as if you've learned from your mistakes and that you know who you are as a person. That's all I have for you, Pile 5. I hope it's resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.